Blue Origin, a space enterprise, outlines an expansive vision, harnessing boundless solar energy on the Moon and embarking on a Mars mission with their upcoming New Glenn rocket. Simultaneously, a colossal solar flare disrupts radio communication across the Americas. This week's updates are comprehensive. Let's delve in. Jeff Bezos and his company Blue Origin introduce a fresh strategy to generate limitless lunar solar power, utilizing exclusively local resources. Termed Blue Alchemist, this approach employs mineral-rich materials from the Moon's surface, circumventing the need for water and generating no waste byproducts. Here's how it functions. A device, possibly under development, will gather lunar regolith, essentially lunar dust, and place it into a sealed reactor chamber. This chamber meticulously regulates the environment, crucial for the forthcoming steps. Lunar regolith is abundant in three key elements: iron, aluminum, and silica, all viable for solar cell creation. Yet, challenges arise since these elements often bond with oxygen molecules, rendering them unsuitable for solar cell production. The silica necessitates an exceptional purity of 99.99%, mandating a sealed reactor for separation. Blue Origin's solution lies in molten regolith electrolysis, a technique splitting molecules of a substance by passing electric currents through it at varying strengths. Each molecule's charge corresponds to its atomic composition, making it an effective way to extract specific resources. Achieving fluidity in the material is essential, traditionally done with water suspension. However, a viable alternative is melting the material, a method employed in environmentally friendly steelmaking. This suits environments where water would swiftly evaporate or freeze. Blue Origin scientists simulated lunar regolith meticulously, emulating both its composition and inclusions that might challenge the process. Different regolith mixtures were melted and subjected to electrolysis, yielding pure resource samples. Additionally, the expelled oxygen serves life support and fuel production. Yet, this is only half the equation. The aim is autonomous on-site solar power production, eliminating the need to transport panels from Earth. Specifics of Blue Origin's proprietary procedures and equipment remain confidential. Their assembly process exclusively employs materials derived from molten electrolysis. Solar cells, aluminum transmission wires, and durable glass cover, enabling panels to endure the lunar environment for over a decade. The significance of this advancement cannot be overstated. NASA has pursued similar methods since 2006. If Blue Origin has cracked the code, they not only stand to profit, but also liberate us from Earth-centric production. The ability to craft equipment, especially power generators, in space, rather than launch from Earth's surface is revolutionary. The current need for colossal rockets stems from transporting ground-based components to space, engendering a vicious cycle of weight and thrust. Dubbed the rocket equation, it foretells limitations in moving weight to orbit. Conquering this requires spaceborne production. Blue Origin's breakthrough might redefine space exploration, freeing us to venture further. But the capability to extract resources from the ground and efficiently convert them into energy-producing equipment is a potential that extends beyond the Moon or even Mars. The soil substitute used in these tests, although resembling lunar soil, originated from Earth. The experts believe that this same technique could create durable and affordable solar panels here. If Blue Origin manages to implement this system, it could bring about significant changes to our operations on both Earth and in space. This technological advancement by Blue Origin is a major step forward. After a period of relative silence, Blue Origin, Jeff Bezos' space company, is making headlines once again, and this time with positive news. The upcoming New Glenn heavy-lift rocket from the company has secured a NASA contract as part of the venture-class acquisition for dedicated and rideshare launch services. This contract is intended for a mission to Mars, named Escapade, signifying escape and plasma acceleration dynamics exploration. The mission will involve launching 2 photon vehicles, similar to the ones used for the Capstone moon mission last year, atop the New Glenn booster. These vehicles will carry instruments to measure and study Mars' weak magnetosphere, a significant distinction between Earth and Mars. This initiative falls under the Vader program, scheduling near-future launches for NASA through commercial services contracts. Notably, this marks the first time that NASA has selected Blue Origin's New Glenn for a contract. Despite NASA's previous interest in other Blue Origin projects, such as the Orbital Reef Space Station plan, The New Glenn stands out as a heavy-lift rocket, akin to the Falcon Heavy and China's Long March 5, tailored for operational use. While slightly less powerful than the Falcon Heavy, the New Glenn is designed to transport payloads to geostationary orbit. The rocket is being developed with a reusable first stage and plans for a reusable second stage. Although it has faced challenges, like the New Shepard's launch failure in September 2022, which prompted the cancellation of subsequent launches, the New Glenn's development is progressing steadily. This may explain why NASA has now extended a contract offer to Blue Origin. While the exact departure date of Escapade remains undisclosed, considering New Glenn's inaugural launch is set for late 2024, it may be a couple of years before Blue Origin takes a definitive role in the new era of space exploration. With more rockets comes more opportunities for missions, and we extend our best wishes to the New Glenn engineers in their endeavors. If any of you happen to be pilots, stay tuned. Attention sailors and ham radio enthusiasts. You may have observed a signal blackout on February 17th as an immense solar flare erupted from our sun's surface. This event ionized our atmosphere for more than an hour. Both flares and coronal mass ejections, CMEs, are solar weather phenomena that expel charged particles. Flares release masses of charged particles, while CMEs emit plasma. These events vary in strength, categorized alphabetically. B and C class events are the weakest, while M and X class events are the most potent. The X2.2 flares that erupted on the 17th were preceded by a series of powerful flares and CME occurrences. The Sun is currently undergoing its storm season or solar cycle, a cycle spanning 11 years, characterized by such extreme events. During this time, auroras were exceptionally intense, extending beyond New York. Frequencies in the 30 MHz range experienced disruptions across the Americas for over an hour. Consider the implications, particularly for those at sea or in small aircraft. These events create geomagnetic storms, which induce currents in devices such as transformers and power lines. If severe enough, such a storm could overwhelm our systems, causing widespread outages in our aging electrical infrastructure. Unfortunately, cost-effective solutions to shield our energy grids from such storms are limited. Retrofitting power lines and implementing safeguards requires substantial resources and time. Experts unanimously acknowledge the inevitable. It's merely a matter of time before a substantial solar event wreaks havoc on our systems. The need to address this challenge is pressing.